Welcome everybody to the Vibration Amplifier workshop. So I am today we're going to go through this workshop, and it is all about how we can raise our vibrations, which is elevating our moods, which raises our vibrations. How we can do that in natural ways without us needing to reach for drugs or reaching for drink or anything like that. You know, it's all just really, really natural ways that we can do this. And this is also a big part of self-love. So today I have also got Colleen Umbahint from Survival and Revival. And Colleen is massive on really, really helping us connect into joy. She's been on such a huge journey herself, and she is going on to teach people how you can get from that mode from just surviving to you've just done like a complete revival and living life with joy. So Colleen, would you like to say hello?
Hello, everybody. It's an awesome day today.
So Colleen's going to be jumping in as we go through this workshop. I'm going to invite Colleen to also come in because it's really, really good. You know, there's a lot that we're going to talk about here on different ways that you can raise your vibrations naturally. And it's also great to have somebody else on point there so that we can just get some different ideas of the natural ways that we can do this, so that at the end of this workshop, you will be able to put together your very own toolkit that you can go to whenever you're wanting to raise your vibrations. I'm also going to put a link to Colleen's website in this workshop as well, which will be down on the bottom page, so that if you're wanting to have a little look and see what she's up to in the world, because she is going on to doing hosting retreats and so much more, you'll be able to see that there. Okay, so the Vibration Amplifier Mood Enhancer Guide. Now, this all came about so many years ago when I started doing my healing journey. And it was really about looking for ways to uplift ourselves. Back then, I used to fall ill a lot of the time. Just 2 seconds. That's so awesome, Colleen. Colleen, you can say it. So this idea for this guide really came about when I was healing myself from fibromyalgia, and there were so many times that you would just feel quite down because you would have your off days, and it just didn't feel too great. And when I started going through the healing journey, it was really looking for ways to better our lives, how to heal. This is where this all came about. And then I was like, oh my gosh, imagine if we had this list, this go-to list that we can go to when we're having those off days, to just be able to reach out and say, right, okay, I know that right there, I know that's going to really contribute to me feeling better straight away. So as I had said, the other way as well is it's really, really important for you to be raising your vibrations, to elevate your mood, to allow that inspiration to come through, to allow the ideas to come through. You know, it's where you get your aha moments, you know, when we're feeling good and then it's like, oh, okay, I've got it. I've got a really, really great idea. And this is also going to help you, you know, really, really shift so that you are loving life more. You know, the more and more that we are taking action to bring joy into our life, the more and more we just naturally enjoy life, and we get more experiences that come to us to contribute to that joy and to that love of life. So there's a printable page at the bottom here, and what you're going to do is you're going to fill that out and you're going to put that somewhere where you can see. You know, there's many times that especially, with the women that I've been working with, like with their past and that, they feel like failures. We think to ourselves for the journey that we've been on, and when we're not getting results that we want as well. This is like such a massive one. When we haven't reached our goals by the time that we have set, then we start to feel like a failure, and it's actually not the case. And you end up having like so many negative self-thoughts that are going on. You get busy where you're just like working all the time, and it's just like you're going round in circles. And definitely you get to that point where you're feeling quite drained, down, and unappreciated. And especially when you're starting to make the changes in your life and you are building your businesses. And I've seen so much of this in the entrepreneur world as well. They have got like so many highs, and then it's the lows. And this is where we really want to get a little bit of balance going on there. As I've said to many people, you cannot be work. You've got to have that playtime. You've got to have that rest time. And you've got to really be making sure that you're looking after yourself and connecting to that joy, as well as, yes, take action and do the work. So you really want to have a balance there. And many women who are, starting up their businesses, they've not got that balance. Many people who are starting their businesses. So this is where we want to get, because the state of your vibration determines what we attract in life, and your thoughts. So the more that you start thinking of yourself like, oh my God, I failed again, and oh, I'm so tired, and oh, today's just been a nightmare, why am I not getting results? All of that sets up the vibration as you're aware of. And this is where it's, that you can change. You can change your thoughts. You're in control of your vibration, or you've certainly seen that if you're in the She's Unleashed course. But so that you can do that. But the other thing as well is that it's a bit of a habit and a program to go into this mode. When we're not getting the results that we want, and we think to ourselves, oh my God, that's bad, or we're just blooming tired, from working so hard, because you want the results, but you're just working, and we just end up getting quite tired. So it's a bit of a program, that in itself, for us to go into, oh God, I'm so tired. Oh, why didn't I get the results that I'm wanting to get, and stuff like that. So this is where you want to be able to just boost your vibration. You want to boost your vibes. You want to elevate your mood, so that you're not staying in that place of fear. Everybody has ups and downs, which I'm going to go into with this workshop. So that you're not staying in that place. This is a list of things that you can go to straight away that will elevate your mood. It will raise your vibrations, so that it helps you get your mind into that better place to be able to start bringing in what you actually do want. You'll find that when you feel low, and you know this from the She's Unleashed program, when you feel low, you get similar circumstances or experiences which can crop up in your life, which will add more of that feeling that you've got going on inside there. So this is where we want to just really hone in and just take control and say, do you know what? This isn't my truth. This isn't what I want. What can I do that is most loving for me right now? That's what I always say to women. Check in with yourself. What can I do that's most loving for me right now? So one of the things that I want to say to you is about flow. And, there's, life is always on an up and down flow, and is actually called law of rhythm. So there is actually, you've got law of attraction and all the other different laws that you've got, but there's something that's called law of rhythm. And it's where everything's sort of moving to and fro, everything's flowing in and out. It says there's like the tide is high, the tide goes low, there's ups and there's downs. Right? What's that in your life? And you're not going to feel good all the time. Nobody feels good all the time. And one of the other things I had learned is without the low, we wouldn't experience the high. Without the dark times, you wouldn't know the joy of the good times. So it's, many times we can take the diamonds from the contrast that we're being shown in those low times. But the beautiful thing is that when you are working on yourself and you're continuing this work, and I always say to people, it's you're working on the whole of you, not just like one area, but inside. When you're working inside, the whole of you, your highs will be higher than ever before, and your lows will never ever be as low. We always still have our free will, and we can always choose. I always remember I was back at Lendrick Lodge at one of my first ever, when I started experiencing retreats and things like that. I always remember that just hit in with me so much. That one there, where your highs will be higher than ever before and your lows will never be as low. And it's so true. I clung on to that, and I was like, right, okay, I'm going to continue doing that. And it's really where this workshop in itself was born, because it really is, whenever I've got like my tired days or my down days, I always look at them in a different way now. Where I'm like, okay, that's all right. What can I do that's most loving for me? The beautiful thing is that my life is nothing like what it's nothing like what it was like, so many years ago. It's just complete chalk and cheese different. That can happen at a fast rate as well. So it's just really, about easing up on yourself. So when we're talking about free will and that you've got the power to choose and everything like that. So when you have the experience of that low point, of those low days when you're just not feeling quite on top of things, you can always do something to help you start rising back up from it. So you never ever stay there as long as what you did before. And this is another massive thing that I've seen as well, especially like when I was doing the whole healing side, is that so many people will beat themselves up when they've got a low day. So many people are like, oh my God, is this happening to me again? Am I getting depression? Am I, I'm such a failure because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do today. And have you felt that, Colleen?
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I find that the easiest thing to do is to just break the rhythm. Go, just stop what you're doing, go for a walk, or a lot of times when I'm driving, just turn the music up, and start dancing in the seat, just something to change the vibe. Somebody cuts you off in traffic, say, oh, thank you, have a nice day, smile away. It's just something totally different from how you would normally react, and it just kind of changes your vibration,
Yeah.
Up. Yeah.
I like that idea where it's like if you get yourself into a habit of saying, what's a different way that I can actually react to this instead of us going into our old way of doing it. So it's about not beating yourself up, and it's knowing about the importance of our state of vibration. So that we're not going to get into that mode of beating ourselves up. Like I went and said, it's just about, just hitting that pause button, just say to yourself, right, okay, what is most loving for me right now? And if your day is going like extremely bad where you're stressed, you're like really, that kind of way, go over and look at Feck the Past, so that you do the Feck It method, which is all about, like releasing through using the Feck It method. But, it's just really, it is about just pausing and saying to yourself, right, okay, what is it that I can do right now that is most loving for me? Right. And that way, the more that you're doing that, that's an act of self-love that you're doing right there. When you're just pausing and saying, right, okay, the day is going the way it is. I'm feeling this way. All right. Because when we're worrying, when we get stressed, when we're getting depressed, that's just bringing more and more and more of that vibration, and it does not solve any problems. It does not solve problems. You cannot solve a problem from that state of mind.
No.
So instead, what can I do that's most loving for me? Go in, elevate your mood, raise your vibrations, and then seek the solutions. If you've got anything that's going on in life. And then the beautiful thing is, the more that you do this, the more resilient that you will become when times do get rough. And this is where I put this at the beginning of the Phoenix Transformation, because we want to make sure that we are prepped and prepared. Because when you are going forth, building your journeys, whenever you're making changes in your life, no matter whether it's building a business, new relationship, whatever it is, when you're making that change, it takes courage. Your old programming, the old beliefs and everything, they don't leave so easily most of the time. And it takes courage to stick at it, because fears are going to rise. Hurdles often appear in life. People from, the outside of us, so many people can turn around and, laugh at you or say that you're, crazy, which is that I had got, say that you're crazy, and just trying to bring you down, just trying to hold you back.
Yep.
So that's where it's going to take courage. And the more that you do this, the more resilient that you become, so that those situations in life don't really get to you as such. So we're going to go through some of the ways that are natural ways for us to raise our vibrations. And the first one is one of the ones that I get everybody to do. Everybody in this entire world should be practicing meditation.
Yes.
It's like, it is a must. And the other thing is, it's about finding the way that works for you. Because you may not want to lie in the grass like the pug in the picture, going like this. Or is it this? Is it used doing this? That may not be the way for you, like to sit and hold your hands, and that's all right. There are so many different ways to do meditation, to practice meditation, and it is about tapping in and finding what is right for you. I had an ex, and he didn't realise that he was meditating, but I spoke to him a little bit, and I was telling him about all of this, and his meditation was going into the gym and doing the weights. He would just put his music on, and that was the way that he dealt with a lot of things. Put the music on, it's just weights. He was doing the weights. For many people, it could be just going out walking, like Colleen, you had just mentioned there, how, that's one of the things that you do. You just go out and walking.
Yep.
So do you put yourself into a little bit of a meditative state when you go out walking?
Yeah, I do I think so. And I'm always looking around at the nature, because nature is so soothing, and you just see things that you don't, I don't know. I'm just kind of floating sort of half of the time. Yeah.
And that's, that in itself, that's like another way to meditate, where it's like just going out for that walk, just to simply be and just to feel nature around you and connected as well. So, there's so many benefits, and I've actually done a video on the benefits of meditation. So I'll need to actually find that video and share it with you all. But there was a big video, because there's so many different benefits to meditation. I mean, it's immense. I always say that meditation was one of the biggest things that helped me heal my body. It kept me sane also. With things, I had so many traumas that were happening in my life, like one after the other. It was just like continuous. And of course, when I was meditating, it was like my life started calming down and life started getting easier. And now my children know, when I just say to them, it's like, Mummy's having meditation time. Mummy needs her meditation time, do not disturb. And they know that. They see the benefits with that. So they know that if I'm feeling a little bit drained or tired, it's like, Mum, go and have your meditation time, where you can just like sit and meditate. So even the children are seeing that. But so many benefits. So that's like one of the biggest things I always say. The next one is music. Music in itself has the power to instantly raise your vibrations. The right music, that is, though. So this is where I always say to people, when you're wanting to raise your vibrations, like in the morning times, like we've got these songs that we put on, and one of them's Shake, 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 Sonora from Beetlejuice. And we just, as soon as, if you put that on in the morning, we end up naturally getting into a bit of a dance, but it's more humorous as well. So it's really, really uplifting. But it's such a powerful one. So this is why I've put it to the beginning of the list. And I know, Colleen, you love music as well, don't you?
Yes, I do. And I like the happy music, just like you said, it's got to be something that kind of your heartbeat changes to, so that it lifts you up. It does.
Yeah. And that's the thing as well. So that's where it's really, really important for you to put together your very own playlist of songs, because you want songs that when you listen to them, you're listening to them specifically. So I have got one that's happy but relaxing. So that's on my nights when it's like, it's a Friday evening and we're just cooking in the kitchen with a glass of red wine. You're listening to that nice sort of soothing but happy, joyous songs. And then there's the other ones which is more energized. More like, okay, let's do this. I'm on this. I'm doing this. Because you don't want to be listening to songs where as soon as you listen to them, it brings you back a memory that just brings you sadness. So be really, really specific with the music that you are choosing. Because when you choose the right music, the ones that do elevate you and make you feel powerful, confident, yes, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to take on the world. When you pick songs like that and you instantly put them on, it raises your vibrations. It makes you feel happier. It boosts your endorphins. Yeah. So put together a playlist of songs specifically for that. I've also got a new one as well. And this recently just kind of came to me. The idea came to me is that, how many... whenever you're hearing people talking about inspirational stories and they put this music to the back of it, and then when you listen to those stories, you're like, yes, okay, yes, that's it. And then I had this little thought and I was like listening to the music, and at the same time I'm going through like my Powered Up image, which we've got in She Is Unleashed, and oh my God, do you feel it more? It's like, yes, okay, I am doing this. So I'll put, I know I've put the link in one of the other groups, but I'll get a link and put that into our group or whatever group that we are in on the website as well, to some backing music, so that whenever you're going through your affirmations and whenever you're doing your Powered Up image, give that a go. Listen to that and see how that, like fires in your soul and you really gets you into that mode of, okay, I'm doing this. It just seems to help you connect with that powerful feeling even more. So give that a try, and also let me know how you get on with that. So music, big one.
Kind of making your affirmations like a sing song, so it just resonates more. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's like another one, like our affirmations, like we go into that kind of like chanting, like that one
Right.
that I've got for the prosperity. It's like I've normally got the drums with that, and I'm like boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom.
Yep.
That's what I kind of do. It's like I go into this sort of like little
I love
chanting,
it.
dancing little mood. Uh, the other one is count your blessings. And Colleen, you've had like so much shift in your life because you're really connecting to this in a powerful way. So I'm going to let you talk over this one, and how you feel this is important for people to do.
Oh, Kelly, yeah, you have to. You have to look back over all the good things. My daughter tends to look at all the bad things, and I'm like, no, no, you got to forget all that stuff. It doesn't mean anything. And she was talking to one of her friends, and her friend was saying, she was talking about she was forgetting stuff a lot lately, and her friend said, oh, I know, I do that too. And she said, well, I told my mom the other day, and mom says, well, that's why she's so happy all the time, because she forgets everything. Well, if it doesn't serve you, why remember it? It doesn't help you. It doesn't do anything good for you. Bless it and release it. And I find that the releasing just made an immense difference in how I felt about myself and how I can move forward. It's just awesome and wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, and it's when we're talking about like our vibrational state, when we're being more aware of the good that is around us.
Yeah.
I know particularly, we were talking about this just before, I've just seen 333 down there as well, just as I'm talking about this.
Ooh.
So, the more that we are being aware of the good around us, the more that we're aware and being really thankful of what is in our life, the more we're opening ourselves up to receive that good, to see more of that good. Like, I made the whole switch in my life, and now, many people can say, oh my God, there's so much trauma, there's so much hurt going on in the world. And yet, that's not what I see. I know that there's trauma and there's hurt in the world, but I see more good. I am seeing so many beautiful stories of people doing good in the world. I'm seeing so many stories of inspiration that light us up, with animals, with humans, and I just see more and more good in the world. And when I go out in the car, every single time I go out in the car, I feel lit up because I'm able to really see the good. I'm feeling it more. So the more that you're bringing yourself to the blessings that are all around you, not just, your typical things that are in the house or stuff like that. But I mean, this is, open things up, look outside and really appreciate what is around you. And I know, Colleen, you've been doing this in such a massive way. Whenever you go out for your walks, you're really appreciating. And that is one of the keys. You are connecting to that vibration, and you're also connecting to that joy. And this is where you're powerfully having a lot of success with the work that we're doing. And that's one of the examples that I'm bringing forward to many of the other women. I'm actually going to be using you as an example now, because I know I noticed that with you.
One of the other things that has really lit me up is just simply celebrating with everybody else when they comment on their successes and their joys. It's like, oh, it just makes me feel so good. It's like I'm right there with them and I can feel it, and I just want to grab them and dance, and it's like, so I think celebrating somebody else's success is equally as enlifting or uplifting as having your own success, as long as you don't feel any, feel the joy and the happiness, not like jealousy or anything like that, and it really just pushes you.
Yeah, that's actually a really good thing to add in here, is that many times people can get a little bit down, when we're talking about counting the blessings and being grateful. And many people can be down when they're seeing other people having success, but they're not having that success themselves. And the thing is that I always say is celebrate and say thank you. See the blessing in what you're being shown, because what's happening is when you are seeing that other person having that success, the universe is showing you what is possible. So that's where you celebrate with those people, and at the same time you say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the universe showing you what is possible. And then you just get right back to it, focused on your goals and what you want to achieve, taking those action steps. Colleen, do you want to add something in?
Oh, no, go ahead.
I just seen the comments coming up. Was it you that's commenting?
Sarah was talking, said, thank you for celebrating with us. And I'm like, oh, it just makes me feel so much better, you know, and it's inspired me. I've actually started writing, and that was my biggest block, was to get things down on paper, or actually in the computer, and you know, start talking about how I feel about things. So you guys just don't know how much you help me, you know, with your successes, and being able to comment and talk about it for me is just, it's just humongous.
So the next one is one of the things which I'm adding more and more back into my life with this one is exercise. This was another huge one with healing for me. So back then, you know, I was extremely overweight, and you know, when I came up with this, and they would always say about exercise, and it's true, you know, exercise does instantly, it releases endorphins, your happy drug. So and many people are sort of like, oh my God, when do I have time to exercise? I'm feeling like crud, you know, I'm really not in the mood to exercise, and it can be the last thing on people's minds. You know, but this is where I say it's, you know, it's not about going to the gym. It's not always about going to the gym. If that's what you really want to do, then you do that. It can even be, again, adding in that music and just on the chair,
dancing,
you know, shaking about, move those arms, you know, doing probably not those dance moves. You know, come up with some of your own dance moves. But it could just even be, you know, that thing of, you know, that we're sat here, let's put the music on and let's even do some arm movements, which are, I quite like that one a lot more better because it's a lot more flow. You know, do some arm movements, allow the flow. And the other thing as well is that that when you're doing that is also releasing energy blocks in your system as well. So it's not only sending out those endorphins, but it's releasing energy blocks. You know, it's really getting everything moving and flowing with so much more ease. And the other thing as well is that, I mean, a simple walk outside, like Colleen was saying, you know, she loves to go for a walk outside, breathing that fresh air. That instantly raises your vibrations. It's giving your brain more oxygen. You know, so just even going, it doesn't need to be like fast-paced exercise. It can be gentle. So again, it's really looking into what is right for you. And you know, this is the other thing as well, is that all of this is self-love. You know, so that's one of the things that we're looking to do, is to really amp up our self-love also. So all of this is self-love. So it doesn't need to be all fast-paced, got to go to the gym, you know, whenever you think of exercise. You know, it's just about that easier ways that we can add in the exercise. And what you'll find is the more that you do it, the more energetic you become, and so does the exercising as well. It's just... I know that one. It's just getting past that hurdle of making the start and actually doing it. So give yourself that little push. Now,
getting started, that's always the hardest part.
That's definitely, it's that motivation to sort of like do it. I want to dance 3 times a day. So by the time that people are saying this, you can check in with me to see if I have kicked my bahuti and danced 3 times a day. Oops. So the other one, this is a personal favourite of mine, which is TV or movie day or night. I know that in my past, when I used to go into quite deep bouts of depression, and this took me away from that to get me to the stage to pick myself up a little bit. So one of my favourite ones used to be Disney movies. And I would just kind of like lock myself away for a day and watch Disney movies with my little ones. And that, I mean, for me personally, that would, raise my vibrations, where I'd be like, right, okay, I've had that downtime, right, let's get back up, I can do this. So it just helped raise the vibrations. Now, I don't really watch a lot of TV as such. We've got like either, like kind of box sets for these special nights or a movie. I really do my best to stay away from TV, especially things that are drama and negative and depressing. So when I'm talking about having a TV or a movie day or night, be really, really picky with what you're watching. You're wanting to elevate your mood, not putting yourself into fear, not putting yourself into depression there's some really horrific movies out there and TV programs. I mean, the TV programs that are covered with drama, people's lives that are going all wrong, and EastEnders and Coronation Street over in the UK is one of them, where it's just, it's like so much doom and gloom and drama. We don't want drama in our life. Why are we watching all of that drama? So be really, really picky with what you're choosing to watch. When you're taking that time off to raise your vibrations, you choose something that's going to light you up. It's like, I love comedies. We love The Big Bang Theory. We love it. Yes. How I Met Your Mother's another one as well. It was so good because I'm a massive follower of Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks, and I tune into them pretty much every single day, in fact. And it was like one of the things they had said, they love Big Bang Theory. They love it. They said that definitely when you're going to watch something, that's one to watch, because it's just laughter, it's joy, it's uplifting. And that's the things, whenever you're going to take those TV and, Big Bang Theory, that's a comedy for me, that's uplifting to me. Again, it's what's uplifting for you, what lights you up, so have things that that are going to light you up, that when you take that time, take the downtime, allow yourself some time to chill. Sometimes we do just want to shut off for a little bit and just wind down, so take that time out. And then, that's what I always say, is that when we take that time out and then we raise our vibrations, that is when it's easier for us to get back into the focus for solutions, and also to attract what we do want in our life. So here is another one, which at the time that I am doing this video, I came back from Mexico and my sleep pattern was way off. And then with that being way off, I also had children that were getting colds and that were getting sick. So it was like 2 weeks, pretty much hardly any sleep. So that was where I was like, oh my God, how important sleep is for us to function. Because when you're not sleeping right, that lowers your mood. And then it's when you're getting all of those, crappy thoughts and stuff like that can start flooding in, and then it kind of goes into that spiral. So that's where I say, like, if you're starting off your day and your day's just not going as you would like it to go, I always say to people, take a nap. Yeah. go for a nap. Either if you can't go for a nap, meditate. But I love my naps because I've been a mum now for about 20 years. 20 years is like, woo. So, I mean, really, at the time, again, that I'm doing this video, I have got a little one who's just under 3 years old. And for 20 years, I don't think that I've really had a full night's sleep. So that's where having that nap in the afternoon is a vital thing for me, and meditating as well. Because meditating, now, when you do about 30 minutes of meditating, and you actually go into like that deep meditation, now I'm pretty sure that is supposed to repair your body the same as 4 hours sleep. Yeah, so that's why if you can't nap, you meditate. So that you're at least doing something like that. But that's going into sort of like a deep meditation where you're really bringing in that healing energy. So getting a good night's sleep. Now, I know that many people have got so many issues around actually sleeping in itself and getting to sleep. One of the tools that I had learned, I've got a full kit there where you can have a look and see all different ideas. This one's to elevate your mood, but I've actually got a sleep toolkit as well, where there's like so many different ideas that you can try out to help you get to sleep at night. But one of the ones is that when you start to really work with the power of your mind, you're in control of your body. Your mind controls your body. You can command strongly, but in that sort of relaxed space where it's like, feet, relax, relax, relax. And you work your way going all the way up your body. And pretty much most of the time you don't get to the head because you end up falling asleep, because you end up getting so relaxed. But I would give that a go, whenever you're looking to get to sleep. What you do is that when you say relax, remember a point in time when you were so relaxed. Connect to that memory so that then you feel that. I mean, like right now, my foot is like, ugh. I'm actually feeling it in my foot because I've just said it. So but if you just remember that point in time that you were like so relaxed, and just command that, boom, foot, relax, calves, relax, thighs, relax, hips, relax, and you just go over the process, working all the way up. So that's a good one. So just, really set up a good routine as well, to get yourself to sleep at night. Just say, right, okay, this is my sleep time. Another one I'm going to quickly add in here as well, because it's just popped in. When you're going to sleep at night, start affirming before you go to sleep, I am going to have such a deep, rested night of sleep. I'm really looking forward to sleeping all through the night. I'm going to feel so refreshed when I wake up in the morning. So just, really setting that intention, and again saying, this is what's going to happen when I sleep. So you can add that in, and then wake up in the morning. It's like, today's going to be a great day, woo! And just like celebrate and everything else. So your partner will just need to get used to you going like, today's going to be a great day. If you've got a partner, simply.
And it really works.
What was that?
I said, and it really works.
I just had this thought there. I thought, if you've got a partner, you could simply like wake up and instead give them the fright of their life by grabbing onto them and go, today's going to be a great day. Do that. Please.
That would be great.
I feel sorry for the next man that is going to be my partner, because I'm doing that. And one of these days I'll probably film it so everybody can see.
All right, I'm looking forward to that.
So definitely do that one and let me know as well how it gets on, because I would love to hear that story. So another thing as well to raise our vibrations and to elevate our mood is to have some pamper time. be good to yourself, love on yourself. A massive part of self-love is us just taking that time out for us. Now, that doesn't always mean either going to like a massage place or a beauty parlor or wherever it is. That could just simply be using a combination of some of the things in here, so that I'll have a meditation, and then I'm going to show myself some love and have your own pamper kit, which we work more on that in the self-love section. Having yourself that pamper kit where it's like, okay, this night is for me. This night is the night when I'm really showing my body some love. And shave your legs if you do shave your legs. I had one woman who didn't like shaving her legs, and for her that was her self-love. Shave your legs, put your body lotions on. You're doing like facial scrubs. Do your nails, do whatever it is, put hair masks on, whatever it is that feels like pampering to you. Dedicate some time each week, where you're going to say, this is for me, this is my time. And just, do that. Or it could be a case where you do want to go out and pay somebody to do a massage. Set that intention that once a month, if that's something that you love to do, set that intention for once a month. That is my treat for myself. I'm going to do so well this month, and at the end of this month, that's my reward for myself. I love, when we set ourselves, like this. I've got big rewards now. I don't have little rewards. I've got like massive rewards. Which is pretty much most of the time it's like either going to events or like that's one of my rewards. Last year it was, like you're doing, Colleen, last year I paid to go to that women's retreat over New Year, and now I'm hosting them at New Year. But so I mean, that for me, that's like my rewards. But the small rewards is like, put yourself in for a massage. Set the intention out there, and just to really, really loving yourself in that way. So this is another one.
I think the biggest change in my vibration was setting myself up to go to Scotland. I think that, that has changed the way I look at things, the way I feel about things, and the group of people that I associate with. It makes such a difference. You got to do that. You got to treat yourself. And it will step you up completely to another level. It is so awesome.
Yeah.
And I've set myself up for 3 more now already. So yes, we're doing great. I love it.
Yeah, that was the Phoenix Transformation retreat that was happening in Scotland, and I've found that my life has just gone on a whole different level when I started getting myself out there and treating myself to events and workshops and all things that were for me, for my growth. So that's part of my rewards that I give myself as well. So another one here we've got is, when you're feeling a little bit low and a little bit down, is make yourself smile. And it might seem a little bit strange at first. It's really making yourself smile and also making yourself laugh. When you make yourself laugh, it really does. It actually has, again, like a chemical reaction, and it activates the happiness centers in your brain. So even though you're faking it, it actually improves your mood and reduces stress. I mean, how freaking awesome is that? So simply you're feeling a little bit down, just force yourself to smile or force yourself to laugh. I did this like the other day. I did this and I had the kids there as well, and I just started laughing. I was like, I ended up going on to like that, where it was like I was really laughing, and the kids were like, Mom, what are you doing? And then they started laughing, and then we were all starting to laugh. And so it's like energies lifted, vibrations lifted, and even in the moment of just that right there, I've just come up with an idea. for one of the retreats. So, but yeah, that's such an important one. Just to force yourself to laugh, just put that smile on your face, and you'll not feel so low, any longer, because it has that power to naturally do it. There's another benefit for this as well, is that it's infectious. Like how I said there, I was laughing and then the kids started laughing. It's actually infectious. Like when you smile, when you just go about and you smile at a person, Colleen, you do this. And it just lights other people's worlds up, so they smile, and then they're activating their happiness centers in their brain. So just by smiling, you're making the world a better place.
Yes, I laugh and I smile. I think one of my biggest joys is everybody I meet to try to leave them smiling. So I walk by people and I just arbitrarily go, "Hi, how you doing? How's your day? Are you doing okay?" So I have people come up to me and say, "Why are you so happy?" And I'm like, "Because I feel happy." For no reason. You should be happy too.
And that's exactly it. And you've just brightened those people's days up. They will always remember you for that. And that's why I just love the whole idea around survival and revival, because that's it's just so that you live life feeling joy, and it's what you do naturally anyway.
Yeah.
So smiling boosts your mood and vibration. So even if you don't feel like it, just force yourself to do it. Just give it a little go, give it a try. Now this is another thing, which is why I feel I'm very, very picky about whoever I bring into Phoenix Transformation or She Is Unleashed. Any of my programs, I'm really quite picky about who I will have in that space, because I really want that positive support. I know that many of us have gone through our journeys in life, and we've not had such great support, and I've been one of them as well who have experienced that. So that's why this is really, really, really important to me. It's about surround yourself with like-minded people. There's like so many people that can talk about drama all the time. They talk about, they play the victim mode where it's like, oh my God, life is so terrible, blah, 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 blah. And they are emotional vampires, like sucking the life out of you. The people, if you hang about with them and then afterwards you're just like, oh my God, you need a holiday after being around them. And it's like, whoa. So, I'm not saying to you to completely cut people out of your life, because there's some people you can't completely cut out of your life. There's some that you can. I'm just saying to you, to be really, really choosy about who you're spending most of your time with. And I am very, very choosy who I will spend my time with. Extremely choosy. My family know that. If they continue to bring any drama, pointless drama, I won't even talk to them. It's like, no, okay, it's not happening. Yeah. So they get to choose. They know that that's the way that I am. If they want to continue like that, fine, but don't bring it to my door. It's up to them what they want to do. When they are, we can talk about, if we've got some stuff in our life that we want to offload. It's not a case of offloading that and then we've got friends who are just like adding more to the drama. It's like, no, you know what? I want to share this because I'm seeking the solution. Not to go into, oh, woe is me. Yes, that's so terrible. He is so bad, blah, 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 blah. It's not going into that. It's friends, like-minded friends that are supporting you with your goals, with your visions, everything that you're wanting to do in your life, that are supporting you with that, but also that you're able to share with and able to seek solutions, that will support you with rising, so that you're seeking the solutions. So this is where, you just really if you're feeling a little bit down, you know, who are your friends that are like that? Who are the friends that are going to help you, that are going to give you a little bit of a kick up the backside? It's like, right, come on, let's get back onto this. You know, that's not your truth, blah, 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 blah. Let's see what's the ways, you know. So supportive friends like that. And one of the ways, I mean, you could both have a pamper time together, or a group of you can just have a pamper time together. That's something that I'm going to be organising for She Is Unleashed as well. It's just pamper nights, you know, where I'm not actually teaching, but we're just all going to meet up and just have like a pamper weekend or nights away or stuff like that. You know, so it's having that positive support. Do something you love to do. You know, so it's having a list of things that you love to do. I always remember that so many years ago, I was like, oh my God, what is it that I actually love to do? I'd forgotten what my hobbies were. You know, things that I just like to do just for me. I was so like, just, it was like a robot. I was like a robot living. And I forgot what was my joys, what was my passions in life. I forgot what hobbies were like. You know, I just didn't have any hobbies really anymore. It was a case of just, you know, I was a mum and you look after the kids and you clean the house, and that was it. So this was a massive one for me. It was like starting to write down a massive list of, hang on a wee second, what are the things that I love to do? What are things that are for me? So write down a list of those things, and then when it's a case of, you know, right, okay, I'm feeling a little bit rubbish today. What is it that I actually love to do? I'm going to do something that's really, really loving to me. What is it that I love to do? Now, for me, one of the things, I love baking cakes. That's one of my hobbies. I get into a nice meditative state, yes. And I just love baking cakes. So that's one that is for me. So, you know, create a list of things that, you know, what is your hobbies? Get back in touch with what's your hobbies? What do you love to do? And then if life is starting to get on top of you, hit the pause button, get out, go and do something that you absolutely love to do that will just connect you to that joy. Okay. So, that's our list for there. So I'm sure there is like so much more that you could add into that list, you know, all different things that will light you up, that will bring you joy, that will connect you to just feeling that love again. But print off this bottom document, and what you want to do is have that either plastered on your fridge. This is also something good for the kids as well. Do you know, like, you know, children can get a little bit upset and stressed at times, you know, getting used to this world and space that we're living in. And this is good for them as well. So even for them to have a little list of things, what is it that's most loving for me to do? What are the things that make me happy? So that if they're feeling a little bit off, then they can look at their list and say, okay, I'm going to do that one. So just have it clear and up where you can see it. Put it beside your bed, put it up on the fridge, anything like that. Just somewhere where you know that it's there, that you can see it. And whenever you're having those days where things just aren't quite feeling it, just pause, just stop for a little bit and say, right, okay, what is it that I can do that is most loving for me? And then pick something off your list and go and do it. So, Colleen, do you want to add anything before we finish the workshop?
No, I think you covered it pretty well. I think, you know, I'm like you. I had a really hard time when I was asked to make a list, you know, things that I couldn't remember. I've been driving a truck so long and it's taken up my whole life. And all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember anything I like. So force yourself to do that, you know, especially if you can't remember. Make a list and start doing little things like reading a book, you know, something really simple. I used to love to crochet, you know, and I picked that back up some, you know. It's just little things that mean so much, you know. Grab the children, even if they're not yours, and dance, you know. That's hilariously fun, you know. I find myself doing that with my granddaughter and chasing each other around the house, doing puzzles, you know, anything, just something to lighten you up and to make you feel joy and to feel good about yourself. And it's amazing what a difference it makes in your life. It really is.
Yeah, that's another one that's just literally just popped in there with what you're saying there. You're connecting to your inner child again and playing
Yes.
games. You know, that's just I remember I did that with the kids. We played hide and seek and played monsters the other night, just running around the house, just crazy, like crazy, just going roar. It's just that way we're just, you know, connecting to that inner child and just connecting to that joy again. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know what, I am not staying stuck in this space. Feck it. No, I'm going to go out and I'm just going to do this. So yes, that's a really good one to add in there when we're just going to finish off this workshop. Connect to your inner child and just have fun, play. What you'll find
Even if
is
just pulling pranks on other people or something silly, saying stupid stuff, you know, anything to make yourself laugh.
Playing pranks. I have to watch that one with my sons because their pranks would be extreme. So I'm not telling.
I did that with my kids too. Well, nothing extreme, you know, just funny stuff.
Yeah. Well, my boys, it would be extreme pranks that were getting played on me. We will leave it at that. You know where you can get hold of us. As I said, I will be placing the link for Colleen's information, Survival and Revival, so that you'll be able to see that, see the updates, and see what Colleen is up to with her journey. So I'm really excited about that. And any questions at all, you know where you can reach us, either in the group or via email at info@positivepowerhealing.com. Okay, so we'll leave it at that, and we will see you all very soon. Bye.